Hey Panthers! Welcome back to this week's show.
I'm Riley.
And I'm Jules.
Today is January 18th.
Today is the first track meet at Jackson Heights Middle School.
Today and tomorrow there will be STAR algebra and geometry assessments.
Then next week on the 23rd through the 27th is Literacy Week.
On the 23rd is Fast Math for 6th and 7th graders.
On the 24th is Fast ELA, also for 6th and 7th graders.
On the 25th is Fast Math for 8th graders, pre-algebra only.
Also on the 25th, there's a track meet versus Tuscaloosa Middle School.
On the 26th is Fast ELA for 8th graders.
Now let's get into the show.
Martin Luther King Jr. is born to Michael King Jr. in Atlanta. His father is the pastor of the Ebenezer Baptist Church, a black congregation in Atlanta. His mother is Alberta Williams King, a former school teacher. At age 15, King begins his freshman year at Morehouse College in Atlanta. He originally studies medicine and law, but later decides to enter the ministry. He spends the next 3 years at Crowther Theological Seminary in Chester, Pennsylvania. It is here that he first learns about Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence. Renowned for his public speaking skills, King is elected president of Crowther's student body, which is composed almost entirely of white students. He is the valedictorian of his class in 1951. King then attends graduate school at Boston University. In Boston, King meets Coretta Scott. They are married in 1953. The following year, King becomes pastor of Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama. He receives a PhD in theology from Boston University in 1955. In 1955 to 1956, King is chosen to head the Montgomery Improvement Association, formed by the black community to lead a boycott of the segregated city buses. The boycott comes about after a black woman named Rosa Parks refused to give up her bus seat to a white man and was arrested. In response, King leads the Montgomery bus boycott. Late in 1956, the U.S. Supreme Court rules that segregation on buses is unconstitutional. In 1957, King and other activists, notably Bayard Rustin, established a group later known as the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. It is formed to help local organizations carry out civil rights activities in the South. In 1959, a visit to India gives King a long-awaited opportunity to study Gandhi's techniques of nonviolent protest. In 1960, King and his family moved to his native city of Atlanta, where he becomes co-pastor with his father of the Ebenezer Baptist Church. At this post, King devotes most of his time to the SCLC and the civil rights movement. In 1963, King writes what becomes to be known as the Letter from Birmingham Jail. That spring, King had participated in a campaign in Birmingham, Alabama, to end segregation at lunch counters and hiring practices. Police had turned dogs and fire hoses on the protesters, and King had been arrested along with a large number of his supporters. In the Birmingham jail, King writes an open letter to his fellow clergymen explaining his philosophy of nonviolence and why he would continue to protest. In 1963, the historic March on Washington takes place. The march is organized by King and other civil rights leaders. More than 200,000 people participate in the demonstration. Near the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., King delivers his famous I Have a Dream speech. The march influenced the subsequent passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Also in 1964, King is announced as the winner of the Nobel Peace Prize for Peace. In 1965, the historic Selma March, also called the Selma to Montgomery March, takes place. It is a political march from Selma, Alabama, to the state's capital, Montgomery. King leads the march as part of an effort to register black voters in the state. Demonstrators had twice attempted the march in the preceding weeks. On Sunday, March 7th, known as Bloody Sunday, they had been violently turned back by police officers. 2 weeks after Bloody Sunday, as many as 25,000 people participate in the roughly 50-mile march over 5 days. The Selma March and the events surrounding it became a symbol of the civil rights movement. The march leads directly to the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. In 1966, King initiates a drive against racial discrimination in Chicago. But in 1968, sadly, King is shot and killed while in Memphis, Tennessee, to support a strike by sanitation workers. In 1983, the U.S. Congress establishes Martin Luther King Jr. Day, in his honor, a national holiday to be celebrated annually on the third Monday in January.
Hey Panthers, I'm Hannah from Paws52, and today I'm going to be giving you the latest updates of the yearbook. February 1st is when the prices are going to be going up to $40.
8th graders, do you guys want your baby photos in the yearbook? If you do, scan this QR code or you can email me. Now let's go see what our Panthers want to see more of in the yearbook.
Baby pictures.
Oh, baby pictures.
In the yearbook, I want to see more pictures of Hannah White.
I'm excited to watch the basketball game.
I like track because it's fun to run with my friends and beat them.
I'm excited to watch the track game.
Hi, this is Coach Rohr. We are looking forward to a great track season. We've been out practicing our relays lately. We've got some good shot putters, long jumpers, and distance people. Our first meet is next week at Jackson Heights. It's our one away meet, and we are looking forward to crushing our rivals and having a great first meet. Come out and see us.
I'm excited to see my sister run track and the 4x1 and the 4x4.
This is Guess the Language by Kendall. In this segment, I will first list some facts about the language and its origins. Then I'll show and pronounce a sentence in that language for you to guess.
Number 1. This language emerges from the Latin alphabet and uses this unique letter called SZ.
Number 2. All nouns in this language are capitalized. Number 3. This language is the 11th most common to speak in the world. Are you ready for the sentence?
Die Sprache war Deutsch. Kannst du es erraten?
That's right, it's German. Did you guess it correctly?
I'm Hannah from Paws52, and today I'm going to be asking 8th graders what high school are they going to.
I'm going to go to Oviedo High School.
Haggerty High School, just like my brother.
Haggerty.
Oviedo.
Haggerty.
Weightlifting.
Probably culinary, because I want to make my own food.
Biology.
A mechanic class that's there.
Probably weightlifting.
This landmark's construction began in 1933 and ended in 1937. The orange color was originally intended as a primer. Located in San Francisco, California. If you guessed the Golden Gate Bridge, you're correct. This landmark was made in 80 AD and is located in Rome, Italy. Used as an early amphitheater for gladiatorial games. One of the new 7 wonders of the world. If you guessed the Colosseum, you're correct. Located in Paris, France, it was built in 1887. About 7 million people visit this landmark every year. Every 7 years, it gets a new painting job. If you guessed the Eiffel Tower, you're correct. Did you get them right? Stay tuned for next week.
Bagel.
Bagel.
Bagel with cream cheese.
Toast.
Pizza or burger?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Burger.
Burger.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream is so much better.
That's it for this week's show.
Stay tuned for next week.
Bye,
Panthers!